My name is Adrian Gutierrez, Jr. I teach tuba, trombone, and euphonium here at REW Music. What is my favorite thing about playing a low brass instrument? For me, personally, I believe it's just the moments that we have. When we get them, we really make the most of them, especially in the back row of the orchestra. Most of the time within the sector of the orchestra, we're counting rests, 100 bars at a time, or we're playing whole notes, what we call footballs for jokes in the back row. So when we have our moment to shine, typically we like to make the most of the opportunity. So that's one thing I really enjoy, is just when we have the opportunity to make our mark, we leave our impression behind. What inspired me to become an educator? Originally, when I went into the university, I thought about doing accounting, then that became music education. And then I had a colleague tell me, did you know that you could do performance? Performance and education go hand in hand, it's the same sector, you're pretty much doing the same thing. Little did I know that I was very wrong and very ignorant in that regard, that performance and education are very far apart. And along the way, being a performer, you also become an educator because folks say, oh, can you please show me what you're doing? And teaching truly is an art in the sense that it's a communication skill that you develop, because each individual and each person learns differently. So as a result, you need to tailor the information to the individual so they can disseminate the information correctly, because what works for one individual may not work for the same another person that's right next to them. So what made me fall in love with the tuba? Sheer size, it's quite Napoleonic and complex when you think about it. Small man, large instrument, so to speak. I started late in high school, 11th grade was when I finally picked up the instrument like full-time, so to speak. And it was a couple folks in my band program that were very talented, that were making, all county at that point at the district level in South Florida. And I didn't want to be left behind, even though I always typically was left behind, in sort of speaks. But I had a number of experiences with honor bands in South Florida as well, from the University of Miami to Miami-Dade College. And they provided me a wonderful experience to not only interact with fellows in the community who were on the same instrument as I am, but also as other musicians too from other magnet programs, so to speak, as well. So it was really enjoyable. It wasn't until I reached at the level of the university when I started to see the potential of the instrument in the capable hands of an individual at that point that really made me want to dig in more and really start practicing more diligently as I should.